and its classification, nucleic acids, DNA structure, types of RNA, difference between DNA and RNA, and last one, hormones. So these are the topics we are going to cover in this video. Rest of the lesson.
Vitamins, the word is derived from vital amines, that is important amine. Earlier they known as amino compounds, so that the name given as vitamins. Vitamins, it is essential for our normal growth and also maintenance of our health. We get the vitamins from our diet only, but these vitamins, they cannot be synthesized by our body, even though it is a small organic compound, but it is an essential to us. The deficiency, that is, it is less than the required amount, that is called as deficiency. Then excess than the required amount, that also causes some diseases. Even the deficiency or excess amount, it causes diseases, so that we need vitamins for our body. And also it is a coenzyme. We already studied carbohydrate, lipids, they given more energy to us, so that they are called as energy sources. But these vitamins, they never give the energy to us, but it is essential for our body for the growth and maintenance. Vitamins are classified based on their solubility. One is fat soluble vitamins, another one water soluble vitamins. From the name itself, we can say that fat soluble vitamins, they are soluble at fat only, and water soluble vitamin, they are soluble in water. The fat soluble vitamin we are getting from the fatty food, and they stored in the fatty tissue and livers. But water soluble vitamin, they cannot be stored at the body. The excess vitamins are removed through the urine. They are not stored in our body. What are the fat soluble vitamins means? They are ADEK. We can memorize this one as a ADMK. The M alone you twisted means you get E. So what are the fat soluble vitamins means? ADEK. Then water soluble vitamins, vitamin B and vitamin C. In vitamin B, there is some types B1, B2, B3. There is no B4. Afterward B5, B6, B7, no B8, B9, no B10 and B11. Afterward B12. The missing numbers, for earlier they consider as a vitamins, but nowadays it is not considered as a vitamins. So there is a gap in between the types of vitamin B. Now classification of vitamin. First vitamin is vitamin A. The vitamin A produces the pigments in the retina of the eye, so that it is called as retinol. We get the vitamin A from liver oil, fish, carrot, milk, spinach and fruits such as papaya and mango. The main function of vitamin A is vision and growth. The deficiency disease caused by the vitamin A is night blindness. See the diagram. Night blindness means eye disorder. The eye, how it is affected by the vitamin A deficiency. You see that there. Next one, xerophthalmia, that is eye dryness. It is also indicated in picture ma. Next one, keratinization of skin, that is thickening of skin. The skin is soft and it somewhat colloidal, but the keratinized skin means it is a thickening skin. The next one is vitamin B1. It is a first vitamin in B. The name of vitamin B1 is thiamine. It is first it is discovered, so that the name is the thiamine name is given as vitamin B1. We get the vitamin B1 from yeast, milk, cereals and green vegetable, liver, pork. It is a coenzyme in the form of thiamine pyrophosphate. TPP means thiamine pyrophosphate in glycolysis. What are the deficiency disease means? Beriberi. What is beriberi means? It is a inflammation of nerves. The nerves become inflammation because of deficiency of vitamin B1. It is also indicated in picture. Please see that. Vitamin B2, it is called as riboflavin. We obtain the vitamin B2 from soybean, green vegetable, yeast, egg white, milk, liver, kidney. It is a coenzyme in the form of FMN. FMN means flavin mononucleotide, and FAD, that is flavin adenine dinucleotide. In redox reaction, chylolysis, it is the deficiency disease of vitamin B2. What is chylolysis means? See the picture. It is a license. License means injured area of corner of mouth, lips and tongue. Next one, vitamin B3. The name of vitamin B3 is niacin. We get the vitamin B3 from cereals, green leafy vegetable, liver, kidney. It is also a coenzyme. Mostly all the vitamins are coenzyme. Coenzyme in the form of nictinamide adenine dinucleotide, that is NAD, and NADP plus, that is nictinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate in redox reaction. The deficiency disease pellagra, that is photosensitive dermatitis. Derma means skin. So because of sunlight, the skin diseases happen, that is called as pellagra. It is obtained deficiency disease of vitamin B3. The next one, vitamin B5. Name of this compound is pantothenic acid. Pantothenic acid. We get the vitamin B5 from mushroom, avocado, egg yolk, sunflower oil. It is also part of the coenzyme A in carbohydrate, protein and fat metabolism. Metabolism means the large molecule of food molecule, they are break into smaller molecule, that is called as metabolism. And the result of vitamin B5 deficiency result in the inadequate growth. Vitamin B6. The chemical name for vitamin B6 is pyridoxine. We get the vitamin B6 from meat, cereals, milk, whole grains, egg. Then function is coenzyme in amino acid metabolism, formation of hem in the hemoglobin. What is the deficiency disease is convulsion. What is convulsion means? See the picture. It is a sudden, violent, irregular movement of the body. It is occurred when the deficiency of vitamin B6. The next one, vitamin B7. The name of the chemical name of this compound is biotin. We get the vitamin B7 from liver, kidney, milk, egg yolk, vegetables, grains. Then function of vitamin B7, it is a coenzyme in fatty acid biosynthesis. And result of deficiency diseases: depression, hair loss, muscle pain. The next one, vitamin B9. The name of the compound is folic acid. We get the vitamin B9 from egg, meat, beetroot, leafy vegetables, cereals, yeast. Then function is nucleic acid synthesis, maturation of red blood cells. These are all the function of vitamin B9. Then deficiency means megaloblastic anemia. What is megaloblastic anemia means? It occurs when the red blood cell not properly produced. Normal blood means it contains red blood cell and then white blood cell. But anemia means the amount of red blood cell amount is reduced. That is called as anemia. The chemical name of vitamin B12 is scopolamine. We get the vitamin B12 from egg, meat, fish. And the function of vitamin B12 is coenzyme in amino acid metabolism, red blood cell maturation. And also in picture I gave three function. What are the B12 function is? It is essential for red blood cell formation, neurological function and also DNA synthesis. The next one, what is the deficiency disease? Disease occurred when the vitamin B12 is not obtained. That is pernicious anemia. What is pernicious means? Harmful. We get the harmful anemia if the vitamin B12 is not obtained in a proper way. The next one, vitamin C. Usually the vitamin C we get from the citrus fruits. The chemical name of vitamin C is ascorbic acid. Then sources means citrus acid, citrus fruits that are orange, lemon, etc., and also tomato, amla, leafy vegetable. From that we get the vitamin C. And function of vitamin C are it is a coenzyme in antioxidant and building of collagen. What is collagen means? It is a most abundant protein. It holds the body together. That is called as collagen. And deficiency disease occurred from vitamin C is scurvy. What is scurvy means? See the picture. It is a bleeding in gems. And next one, vitamin D. Vitamin D, there is two type. One is D3. D3 means col cholecalciferol, and D2 means ergocalciferol. We get the vitamin D from fish liver oil, milk, egg yolk, and we get from the sunlight. The next one, function of vitamin D, absorption and maintenance of calcium. Deficiency means we get the rickets. Rickets means there is a bending in legs in children. And osteomalacia, it obtained in the deficiency of vitamin D in adults. That is softening of bones. Softening of bones, that is called as osteomalacia. See the picture also. Vitamin E, it is called as tocopherols. We get the vitamin E from cottonseed oil, sunflower oil, wheat germ oil, vegetable oil. Then function means it is an antioxidant in the vitamin E. It acts as an antioxidant. And deficiency disease called obtained as muscular dystrophy, that is disorder. And muscular another name is muscular weakness. And a neurological dysfunction. What is dysfunction means? Abnormality or impairment. You see the picture, muscular dystrophy picture, and neurological dysfunction picture is given ma. And vitamin K, name of this vitamin K is phylloquinone and menaquinones. We get the vitamin K from green leafy vegetables, soya bean oil, tomato. The next one, the main function of vitamin K is blood clotting. The increased blood clotting time, it gives hemorrhagic disorders, hemorrhagic diseases of brain and eye. That picture are shown here. Please see that. What is hemorrhagic diseases means? Escape of blood from the blood cell. That is called as hemorrhagic diseases. Nucleic acid. What are nucleic acid means? It is the polymers of nucleotide. Some important properties are inherent characters. They are transferred from one generation to another generation. This transformation process, it is carried out by some particles that are present in the nucleus of the cell. These particles are called as chromosome, and these chromosomes are made up of protein and another type of biomolecules that only called as nucleic acid. So chromosomes are made up of protein as well as nucleic acids. There are two types of nucleic acid. One is deoxyribonucleic acid, that is DNA, and ribonucleic acid, that is RNA. Now we are going to see the composition and structure of nucleic acid. And when the DNA and RNA, they are undergo controlled hydrolysis, they give three components, that are nitrogenous base, a pentose sugar, and phosphate group. When DNA and RNA, they undergo hydrolysis, they produces three components. They are pentose sugar, base, and phosphate. Now we are going to see how nucleoside is formed as a nucleotide. Afterward, the nucleotide, how they are formed as a polynucleotide. First of all, what is nucleoside means? The pentose sugar and it is added with the base, we get nucleoside. Red color box, it indicate that one of the pentose sugar, it is added with the rectangular box, that rectangular box containing base. So pentose sugar and then base means it is called as nucleoside. Then afterward, the nucleoside is added with the phosphate, we get nucleotide. The nucleotide we derive from the addition of Phosphate means phosphoric acid. Phosphoric acid formula is given in the green color box. That phosphoric acid is added where means in the pentose sugar the fifth carbon having OH group. That OH group is in this place only the phosphorylation is occurred, and then the phosphodiester bond it is formed between. Now we get the nucleotide. One of the nucleotide is added with another nucleotide. The bond, how they are linked means with the help of phosphodiester bond. The each and every nucleotide they are linked with help of phosphodiester bond. These phosphodiester bond they are occurred between fifth OH group of one of the nucleotide and third OH group of another nucleotide. So there is a three nucleotide structure is given ma, where is the diester bond is obtained means it is indicated in light blue color. It is obtained in the one of the nucleotide third OH group and another nucleotide fifth OH group. So there only we get the phosphodiester bond. Then only now first of all we get the nucleoside when the pentose sugar is added with the base, that is nucleoside. And nucleoside it is added with the phosphoric acid, it gives nucleotide. And again the nucleotide, one of the nucleotide is added with another nucleotide. Like this we are going to add n nucleotide means we get the polynucleotide, that is called as nucleic acid. In nitrogen base, there are two parent compounds. They are purine and pyrimidine. Adenine and guanine. These are all derivatives of purine. Next, thymine, cysteine, uracil. These three are derivatives of pyrimidine. Now, in DNA, it contains purine derivatives adenine, guanine, and pyrimidine derivatives cysteine and thymine. In RNA, it contains four derivatives. They are adenine, guanine. These are all derivatives of purine, and cysteine and uracil. Cysteine and uracil are derivatives of pyrimidine. So, what is the difference between DNA and RNA means DNA contain adenine, guanine, cysteine, thymine. But RNA contain first three is same, adenine, guanine, cysteine. But fourth one alone different, that is uracil. The DNA and RNA they are differ in nitrogenous base. Now only we saw the difference in the nitrogenous base. In pentose sugar also they are different. They have the different sugar, that is pentose sugar. DNA it contain 2-deoxy-D-ribose, but RNA it contain D-ribose. The first diagram is the ribose. In that ribose it is the it has 5-membered rings, closed rings, and 5-membered ring means the 4 carbon in the ring and 5th carbon it is present in the outside of the ring. Then in the second carbon it has OH group, that is ribose. That OH group, that oxygen is removed means we get the H, that is called as deoxy. What is deoxy means? D means removal of oxygen is called as deoxy. So that we get the deoxyribose. That deoxyribose only present in the DNA. And then the hydrogen, the oxygen is removed in the 2- carbon only. So that we say that in DNA it is a 2-deoxy-D-ribose. The next one, phosphate group. Phosphate group means we get the phosphate from the phosphoric acid. It is in the form of phosphodiester bond. It formed between the nucleotide. Based on the phosphate group, we can classify the nucleotide, mononucleotide, dinucleotide, and trinucleotide. DNA fibers, they produce a characteristic diffraction pattern. From the X-ray diffraction pattern in the year 1950, Rosalind Franklin and Maurice Wilkinson, they solved a mystery behind the structure of DNA. In that, it is given in X-ray diffraction in the diagram. In that diagram, the central X-shaped pattern, it indicates that the DNA has helix structure, and there is a heavy block arc in the bottom and top, indicated in diagram. Heavy block arc, that is indicate that there is some spacing between the staked bases. Staked bases means the diagram is the colored blocks. The colored blocks, it is placed one by one, that is called as staked bases. In that helix structure, the colored indicate that it is a staked bases ma. Then in 1953, Watson and Crick, they give new evidence in science, that is the structure of DNA. They posted the three-dimensional model of DNA. It has two antiparallel helical DNA chains, and they are having the same axis, but they form right-handed double helix, not the left-handed double helix. Left-handed double helix is the incorrect form. Right-handed double helix only the correct form of the structure of DNA. And now the stacked bases means inside the helix we have bases. The colored line indicate that they are the bases. The staked means it is placed one above another, that is called as staked bases. The staked bases it possesses, it is indicated in the X-ray diffraction as the heavy block arc above and below of the X-ray X shape. The central X shape, it indicate that it has the helix form inside the DNA structure. In this structure, two helical green color structure is given ma, that is called as strand. That strand outside it has phosphate and deoxyribose. For your better understanding, I give one more structure. It is not present in your book. In that one, the strand contain phosphate and deoxyribose. It is present outside. Then it is a hydrophilic, so that it is surrounded by water. Then the DNA contain three components. One is deoxyribose, phosphate, and then bases, that is purine and pyrimidine bases. In that one, the ribose, deoxyribose and phosphate group, they are placed outside of the strand, that is green color, but the bases, they are present inside of the strand of the double helix. They are staked means they are placed over one another. Then these bases are hydrophobic and they have ring structure. We have already seen the structure of purine and pyrimidine. They are ring structure, but they are placed in the helix, inside the helix, that is perpendicular to the long axis. They are very close together. Thereby they reduce the repulsion between the charged phosphate group. Phosphate groups, they have the charges. That charges, it is reduced with the help of the repulsion between the ring structures. And then the two strands, they are, one of the strand is placed over the another strand, so that it creates two grooves. One is major groove, another one is minor groove. The major groove I indicated in blue color and minor groove I indicated in red color in the surface of tubulus. From this model, one complete turn, it occurs 36 Armstrong degree. In that 36 Armstrong degree, we have 10.5 bases pair. Each turn, the bases pairs are 10.5, and each bases pair, the distance between the each bases pair is 3.4 Armstrong degree. It is also indicated in the diagram. And the one strand contain bases pair, that is bonded with the opposite base strand with the hydrogen bond. The hydrogen bond is used to link the bases pair of one strand to bases pair of another strand, and it also form a planar base pair. Between adenine and thymine, there are two hydrogen bonds will be formed. Between guanine and cysteine, there is three hydrogen bond will be formed. The adenine, they never form a bond with cysteine. The same way, the guanine, they never bond with thymine. The interchanging of these pair is not allowed. It is a specific. Specific means adenine specifically it is bonded with the thymine. The same way, guanine specifically it is joined with the cysteine. Then only the DNA structure will stabilize. Otherwise, if we interchange means it is destabilized. That is called a specific association of these base pairs, and these base pair is called as complementary base pairing. And one more thing, we have another forces, that is base taking interaction. What is base taking interaction means that adenine, guanine, these adenine, guanine, thymine, cysteine, these are having ring structure. That in between the ring structure there is some interaction that is called as base taking interaction. These base taking interactions are non-specific. Non-specific means it is not important. Make the major contribution to the stability of the double helix. So there is two forces. One is hydrogen bond, another one is base taking interaction. These two forces we need for the DNA double helix or tubeless structure. When compared to the DNA, the quantity of RNA in cell is 8 times high. Large amount of RNA it is found in the ribosome. That ribosome it is present in the cytoplasm, and lesser amount of RNA it is present in the nucleus. Inside the nucleus it is present in the nucleolus. Based on the structure and function, the RNA is divided into three types. One is ribosomal RNA, small r, capital RNA. The next one messenger RNA, that is small m RNA. Transfer RNA, that is small t RNA. The smaller RNA means it is mainly found in the cytoplasm and the ribosome. It contains 60% of RNA and 40% of protein, and the main function of this RNA is smaller RNA is protein synthesis. Where the protein synthesis take place means in ribosome. For protein synthesis we need amino acid. That amino acids are carried with the help of transfer RNA. These transfer RNA, the molecule, they have the lowest molecular weight when compared to the all nucleic acid. In single chain they possess 73 to 94 nucleotide. The function of transfer RNA is to carry amino acid to the ribosome where the protein synthesis is take place. We have small quantity of messenger RNA, and the life of the messenger RNA is very short time, and we can derive this messenger RNA from the DNA. That is, the synthesis of messenger RNA from DNA is called as transcription. And what is translation means? The messenger RNA, it carries genetic information from the DNA to ribosome for the protein synthesis. That process name is called as translation. Transcription means protection of messenger RNA from DNA. Translation means the messenger RNA, it carries the genetic information from DNA to ribosome. That is called as translation. We are going to see the difference between DNA and RNA. DNA, it is mainly present in the nucleus, mitochondria and chloroplast, but in RNA it is present in the cytoplasm, nucleolus and ribosome. Both the one present in different way, different position. And DNA, it contains sugar, deoxyribose sugar. RNA sugar is only ribose sugar. And base pair also different in DNA and RNA. What is the base pair in DNA means adenine with thymine, guanine with cysteine. But in RNA, the base pair is adenine with uracil and cysteine with guanine. And we know in the DNA we have double strand molecule, double helix. But RNA, it has a single strand molecule. See the structure, only single strand only it possesses. And the lifetime is for the DNA is high, but RNA lifetime is very short. And DNA is it is stable. We cannot hydrolysis easily with the help of alkalis. That RNA it is unstable. We can easily hydrolysis the RNA with the help of alkalis. The DNA it can replicate itself, but RNA it cannot replicate itself. It is formed from the DNA, so that it cannot replicate itself. For every person, the DNA fingerprint is unique. By this method, we can detect the individual specific variation in human DNA. The DNA fingerprinting, it is also called as DNA typing or DNA profiling. It is invented by Professor Sir Alec Zaffre in 1984. With the help of this DNA, we can easily find out the culprit during that crime. It is a more powerful tool is now available. Then we can extract the DNA from the traces of samples from blood, saliva, hair, etc. The DNA fingerprinting, it contains 6 processes. The first process, first of all, we have to extract the DNA from the saliva, blood, or hair. This is the first process. And second process, we have to convert the DNA into DNA fragments by cut at specific point with restriction of enzyme. Then third one is gel electrophoresis. In that gel electrophoresis, in this method we are going to separate the fragments of DNA based on their size. It is the third process. And fourth process name is blotting. In that process, the gel containing DNA fragment, then it is transferred to the nylon sheet using the technique name is blotting. Then fifth technique is autoradiography. The fragments now undergo the autoradiography. Here they were that fragment DNA fragments, they are exposed to the DNA probes. What is DNA probes means? It is the pieces of synthetic DNA that were made radioactive. So these are all called as DNA probes. DNA probes is different we already extracted the DNA. That DNA were exposed with the DNA probes. DNA probe means it is a synthetic DNA. It is not a extracted from the, first of all we extracted from the blood, saliva and hair. No, it is different from the now the DNA probes. DNA probe means it is a synthetic DNA. It is not derived from the living human being. It is, and also the DNA probes are radioactive one. Then sixth process, now we are going to produce a X-ray film. A piece of X-ray film was exposed to their fragment and we get a dark mark was produced at a point where the radioactive probe had become attached. This is the X-ray film. Then resultant pattern of mark we are going to compare with the sample DNA. Then we compared means we can easily find out the specific DNA pattern. The DNA fingerprint is based on the slide sequence difference. How they are going to measure the slide sequence difference means the single base pair changes. By the single base pair changes only, it indicates that there is the difference between the DNA, which DNA is correct one. So which DNA is correct one is based on the single base pair changes. It is the specific for each and every human being. The biological functions of nucleic acids are: number 1, energy carriers; number 2, components of enzyme cofactor; third one is chemical messenger. In energy carrier, for example, ATP. What is ATP means? Adenosine triphosphate. The structure of adenosine triphosphate is given there. And components of enzyme cofactor, example, coenzyme A, the NAD plus and FAD. What is NAD means? Nicodinamide adenine dinucleotide. FAD means flavin adenine dinucleotide. The structure is given here. The coenzyme A along with the ADP is given there. The next one, chemical messenger, example, cyclic AMB. What is AMB means? Adenosine monophosphate. AMB means adenosine monophosphate. The structure of cyclic adenosine monophosphate is given here. Hormones are organic substance and they are the intercellular signaling molecule, and they produced with the help of some glands, that is endocrine glands. It is a special groups, they make the hormones, and major endocrine glands are pituitary, pineal, thymus, thyroid, adrenal gland and pancreas. The main function of hormone is it limits the bloodstream and induces the psychological response in other tissues: blood pressure, blood volume and electrolyte balance, embryogenesis, hunger, eating behavior, digestion. Few of the functions they are carried with the help of hormones. Now we are going to classify the hormones based on the chemical present in that. One is protein, another one is steroid. The protein hormones are insulin, epinephrine, and steroid, for example, estrogen, androgen. These are the hormones come under the category of steroid based on the chemical present in that. The insulin and the epinephrine, based on the chemical present in that, it is classified as protein. And next classification is based on the distance over that. The hormones are classified as endocrine, paracrine and autocrine hormones. Endocrine hormones, the endocrine cell, they are having some distance between the target cell. Target cell means it send the endocrine cells through the bloodstream to the target cell. For example, insulin and epinephrine, they are synthesized and released in the bloodstream by specialized ductless endocrine glands. See the first structure in that one. The endocrine cells, they are placed in one side. Afterward, they release some signals through the bloodstream. That signals, that hormone molecules, signals means hormone molecules, they reached the target cell in the right hand side. So there is the distance between the endocrine cell and the target cell. That is called as endocrine hormones. Next, paracrine hormones, they are act on the cells close together. You see the second paracrine structure, the nearer the cells only target cell. So easily they give the signals to the target cell. For example, for paracrine hormones, interleukin 1, autocrine hormone, they act on the same cell. You see the third structure, autocrine, the target cell and the autocrine cell, both the one same one. So the hormone reach the target cell easily. They act on the same cell, so released on the same cell only. For example, for this autocrine hormone is interleukin 2. What is endocrine means? Endocrine cell is have some distance between the target cell, and paracrine means they nearer have the target cell, and autocrine target cell and then released cell, both the one is same. That is called as autocrine hormones.